Hello everyone, and we continue our analysis of the chart in the financial market with a complete explanation with the full logic of what's happening. So get ready, this video will have a real 100% practice session. And most importantly, you'll understand the logic of what's happening here. You'll understand my logic behind why I'm going to enter either up or down. Why do breakouts happen in these areas and stuff like that? After all, everything revolves around logic, just technical analysis. Let's mark the support and resistance areas and make a few trades. So, before I start, I ask you to subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and hit the bell to support me as a creator. And let's get started. So we're currently looking at the Euro and Swiss franc currency pair. Let's mark our trend. We can see that the trend is currently upward. Let's get started. Let's highlight the price lows and also highlight the price highs. So, we've roughly marked our corridor. Let's adjust and zoom in. Since we're trading after all, we're scalping. And this is a 5-minute chart, so let's at least go back to our time frame. So, we can see that there was an aggressive rise to the upper boundary of the channel, and now we're seeing a pullback. Next, we mark the support and resistance area, which is the point where the pullback has come. So, let's mark our support area. So, the support line, it's located right here. More precisely, it's not just a line, but we should correctly mark the support area, specifically by marking the area based on the candle's wick. So we've marked our area. Let's see why this is a support area. Because earlier this area served as a resistance area right at this point. Let's go back to our time frame and see where our resistance area is at the moment. So let's mark our upper resistance area. And we mark the resistance area in this time frame where we're going to trade now. Why do we have a resistance area here in this time frame? Because historically speaking, this particular area also served as a significant and important resistance area within this specific range. Let us go back in time, and here in this context, we are going to make a strategic trade. We're going to trade in this corridor. Right now there's a pullback, which means we can enter for a rise. Since the overall trend is upward, the pullback from this rise has already reached its maximum, so we're entering for a rise here. Let's go back to Pocket Option, our broker. By the way, the link to the broker will be in the description below the video. With this link, you get an additional 50% on your first deposit. So, we're setting the time, 4 minutes for a rise. Why 4 minutes? Since we're analyzing the chart on a 5-minute time frame. That's exactly why we're making a trade for 4 minutes. You can also analyze here, but the history of the chart won't be as complete and extensive as on TradingQ. That's why we analyze on the TradingQ platform and make trades on Pocket. Option. So, the trade time is almost up, just 5 seconds left. And we can see that right now we can enter for a rise again since the seller has very little strength, which we can see from this shadow. And we're entering for a rise again, also for 4 minutes, but I'm going to increase the amount for $300. Why? It's very important to trade with an amount between 1 to 5% of your deposit. So, if your deposit is $1,000, your first trade should be for no more than $50. Only in this case, by using money management and risk management, you'll be in the plus 9% of the time. So we're entering for a rise. Also, this confirms the subsequent rise. First of all, there's a big shadow left after the previous candle. Secondly, the green candle completely covered that red candle. So, we're entering for a rise again, focusing on one asset, and basically with just 2 or 3 trades a day, you can easily earn between $500 to $1,000 a month with a $500 deposit. You can fully cover your deposit in a month by trading and analyzing each asset. It's convenient to enter trades while analyzing a smaller time frame. We trade on 5-minute charts and analyze larger charts using the same time frame, finding entry points on Pocket Option on a 1-minute time frame. We could have entered lower, but our current entry is good. It's also very convenient. And I haven't mentioned that it would be good to enter trades while analyzing a smaller time frame. So, we trade on 5-minute charts, and the larger chart we looked at on TradingView is analyzed on the 5-minute time frame, while we find entry points on Pocket Option, for example, on a 1-minute time frame. Here, we can see that we could have entered a bit lower, but our current entry point is already pretty good. So let's wait for this trade to finish as well. Just a few seconds left, and we're going back to our time frame, specifically the 5-minute one. Let's see what we have next. We can see here that the seller still has some strength. Despite this shadow, the next candle is green. It is full, meaning there is no shadow on top. In principle, it would be possible to go in after it ends. If the price gets pushed down, we'll enter for a downward move. If the candle here looks strong, we'll enter for an upward move. So let's go back to TradingView. Let me just take a look at the 1-minute time frame once more, and let's see what we have here. Here we can see that we've settled above this area, and the price is trying to stay above it, but entering any trades right now is very risky. Let's look at the volumes. Volumes are also falling, so we're most likely going to enter for a downward move. Yes, it's clear now. We've broken through our support line that we had settled above, so we're entering for a downward move. Let's go back to our trading platform, Pocket Option, and we're entering for a downward move. Everything's great. We placed our trade for 4 minutes for a downward move. We could switch to the 1-minute time frame and get in at a better entry point, but honestly we're doing pretty well here too. So we placed a trade for a downward move, and now we'll wait for the deal to finish. On the 1-minute chart, as we can see, the entire trend is locally downward. We can also mark things here just like on TradingView. Trend lines, trend channels, and so on. So there's also quite a bit of functionality here. Let me remind you that the link to Pocket Options with a 50% bonus on your first deposit is in the description. I also remind you that in the description you will find a Telegram channel where I post training and signals absolutely free of charge. So go ahead, subscribe, and learn trading with me. Here, we can also locally draw a channel. We switch to the 1-minute chart for a downward move. And here we can also mark our support. So it's basically the same here as on TradingCube. But as I mentioned earlier, the only difference is that we see a shorter history of the chart, which makes it a bit inconvenient to scroll through since it's more focused on entering trades. So let's mark our support line again, marking our support area. So here's our support area where the price should come after this pullback. So there are just a few seconds left. As you can clearly observe, I have meticulously marked almost perfectly the precise level where the price is expected to drop. So today, essentially, all 3 of the trades ended up in a significant profit. Very confident. What do I want to say? Subscribe to the channel. The link to the Telegram is in the description. And this was Artem with you. Wishing everyone successful trading and goodbye.